My personal 10 ups and downs about the Tuttio Soleil 01. Let's go. I think the bike is a great budget e-bike because its suspension is crazy good and super durable. I have hit so many jumps and bottomed out to where it still works like brand new. But I don't like the orange look so much, but you can easily wrap that. And on the newer models, because this is an older one, this is like from 2024, you can, they come black or blue or whatever. I don't do that stuff. I'm probably just going to wrap it like a chrome color before I sell it so I can get some more profit off of it. So, yeah. Number 2, it comes with huge, beefy motocross tires, minorly worn down after riding a lot. I don't even know how many miles, but, like, they're really beefy and pretty big, and they have lots of traction on the ground. And it's great for when you're doing on motocross tracks. Like we had a little homemade one at a construction site. Well, no, I mean dirt little area, and it worked really good for me. Number 3, budget. This bike can only cost you about $1,300, and for what you get, it's actually insane. You can mod this bike out however you want. It's basically a new Razor. And it comes with a 2,000-watt motor and a 48-volt battery and an ultra-snappy throttle. And if you get one $20 easy mod, you can make this thing hit the speeds up to 50 miles per hour. Reason number 4, it has super-duper really good stock pegs. Like, these are so sharp and have so much grip. I was working on a bike one time and it fell over on me. They dug about an inch into my knee, and they have been they've been my guardian angel. Because when I hit jumps, I have almost fallen off my bike because I didn't have that before. And those would save me because how much grip they had. Especially when you're wearing Crocs. And that's my main riding shoe because I don't really care about that stuff. And so my Crocs, on other bikes, they would just like fly off. With this bike, the grips would dig into my Croc and actually be like a whole lifesaver. It would help me so much. My number one reason why I bought this bike was because how popular it was and how much you can mod it. Because I thought that was so cool, how you can get a bike that already looks cool stock. Because who doesn't want a super cool looking dirt bike? But if you don't like the looks, you can just change it out and with better upgrades and make it go faster and work better for you. Like obviously, I've put a lot of upgrades onto my bike, and I think they all look super good and help me very well. But the power on this for the price is actually crazy, especially at the time. When Tuttio was in his prime, you like the best. Like everybody thought, like you need to get a Sur-Ron for like $5,000 and blah blah blah. But then Tuttio came to save the day and let literally every 12-year-old get any bike they want. Like it's so cool how you can get a 48-volt, 2,000-watt. And even actual branded controller, by the way, that lets you do so many mods on it, like tuning it. But for this price, especially at the time, that was when e-bikes were at their peak price. Now you can get like a off-brand Yasma for like $800. This bike really came in clutch, especially for the kids who couldn't afford a Sur-Ron or a Solaria. The handlebars. When my Tuttio came stock, the handlebars were made out of like this cheap aluminum thing, but it's an easy fix. Like after one crash, mine are bent like that, and it looks like a Harley Davidson rider's bars. Like I don't like to have the bar up to my chest after like one little crash, so I gave it these off-brand pro taper things called Rutsu bars off like Amazon. They work just as good as a pro taper bar. Price is not necessary. You don't have to do all that, and I don't think I've crashed it so hard as I crashed on these. But I've crashed on these, and they barely bend. Like, it's like a thing, you put the tire between your legs and you bend it, and it'll be back to normal. Like I said before about the suspension, and not a lot of people like the orange color. Personally, orange is my favorite color. But when it comes to my dirt bike, because especially at the time, people would absolutely flame me if you had still had an all-out orange Tuttio. Like, I don't know how many times people have told me, paint it black, wrap it black, powder coat it. Like, I'm not gonna do that. You do that. You know how much money that is? I can't afford that, bro. Turns out the bike itself was the cheap part. And so I actually kind of fixed it mostly. Just, I spray painted it. The rims black. They need a wash. It's really dusty right now. I mean, it's not dusty. It's just like dirty. I don't really wash my bike in a little bit. So I just spray painted both of the rims and the shock, which I think the shock turned out really well. And I gave it this thing from my Soleil supplies bag and the motor cover. In the back, it had like this like really cool glossy color, so I just taped it on. Another downside is the fenders. Like, they're really floppy, which I don't care about the rear one, but the front one, that mudguard there is just my front fender, and I just tied it on because I felt like it one day, and it looked so ugly. It was just like a straight thing just sticking out. And everybody told me to take it off, so of course I did, and I could not agree with them on that. And that's one thing that I actually agreed with when people talk about my bike. So yeah, I definitely knew I had to take that off. I'm probably gonna buy a surround front fender, like the adaptation thing off of Soleil supplies. I want to get sponsored from them. That's where I literally buy most of my things. I dropped like $200 off of Soleil supplies in the last like month. I personally do not like the stock seat. That's why I was really quick to get a gut seat cover. And I still have the stock seat cover. And it felt super duper like slippery. Like when I hit a jump and my butt would land there, it would like slide off. But now with these grids on here, on this new guts, this stuff, this will actually like hurt your skin. This stuff is like, it's really grippy. That's definitely a mod. If you get any e-bike and they make them for that bike, you need to get a guts no matter what. That's like an easy one. That's like one of the first modifications I'm thinking of getting when I get any new bike. Like maybe a YZ85 soon, or like an off-brand start-on thing. Because I hate freaking seat covers that aren't guts. It's just how I think about other stuff, personally. The worst thing about the tuttio Soleil, out of everything, is definitely the community. The community hates on kids with the tuttio for absolutely no reason. And they'll call you tuttio kids. And I feel like they're probably just daddy's money. Who, father, buy me a Ultra, please. I wash the dishes. And just don't listen to the hate and stuff. So I'm definitely around this time too, because there's so many more budget bikes. And the tuttio is definitely the OG budget bike. And I personally still think it's the best because how many mods there are for it. It's awesome suspension, motocross tires, really good wattage and battery, especially when it's tuned. It's insane. Everything on this bike is literally just meant for dirt, and that's why I can't believe some people just like ride tuttios in the street all day and every day. Like I'll do half and half because I live in like a more suburban area, because that's all I can really do, to be honest. So the tuttio is definitely one of the best budget dirt bikes out there, and especially when you mod it a ton, it's insane. So that was my 5 good and 5 bad reasons about the tuttio Soleil 01. I personally don't know if they've solved any of these on like the blue one. I've never done that one before. The place that I go that test rides e-bikes a lot, it's where I bought my bike from. They don't sell tuttios anymore. They have this strict thing with like strike, and I don't like the strike. It's just like a overpriced Yasma. So bye. Before you leave, make sure to like and subscribe, or I'll put my sprocket in your mouth.
Rest in peace, my granny, she got hit by a bazooka. Yeah, I think about it every time I hit the hookah. Kaboom, kablow, spoon. I was in my room trying to teach my little sister.